Hello, New York. I'm from Poland, as the host mentioned, and I'm here to present the connecting real world metaverse. Basically, who we are. We are we are the biggest geolocation game in the world, top 50 developers globally, and we are developing a mobile game for past 8 years. You can download it on Google Play and Android. And the game is very simple. It's a mix of Pokemon Go with Monopoly, where you go around the world and buy different properties, landmarks, and buildings. And once you own them, you can trade with the people. And basically, as any game goes, you play for fun. You play those games because you enjoy. So if you manage to buy something in the game, it's because you want to, because you feel happy. It gives you the dopamine effect. So here, we imagine that you have an entire world, entire Earth changing to metaverse. And that's what we're trying to accomplish with going into the NFT. So even here, we are right here. This is our hotel. The NFT is not ready yet, will be, but imagine that the whole space will be available digitally. And I would like to introduce the reality NFT metaverse. So how does it work? How does it work, the concept? What does it do with us being a game developer? Well, it's simple. Imagine that we have been creating this for 8 years, and we're selling those buildings, and then the lights come up, and we say, hey, why don't we tokenize our buildings? Why don't we make every building you need for people to own it? What's the point of owning the NFTs? So you are playing the game, you're walking around the street, you put your phone up, you get the AR, and you actually can communicate with those different buildings. And those are still, in our games, still kind of for fun effects. There's nothing to do with owning the NFTs or owning any space or even earning anything. So here, we come up with the concept that if you're owning the game and you're owning the NFT, basically here, Eiffel Tower, you buy the Eiffel Tower inside the game, and you will generate passive income from NFT owners. That's the concept of the game. In here, you will see Eiffel Tower. I'm sorry, a little nervous here because I haven't slept well. So let me reintroduce this again. So basically, we are a game developer. We are developing this game, and now you have an opportunity to buy those buildings as NFTs. Once you own this building, it will allow you to earn passive income from web to users. So you're generating web to users from our games, from our Landlord Go that has 6 million active players and over 800,000 MAU. Those users are playing the games daily. We have like top users spending $400,000 US just for fun. So imagine now you own the NFT, like Eiffel Tower or Empire State Building, and somebody in the game just buy it for $100 US. You're getting the 30% of the income. So the Web3 connect to the Web2 world in a sense that we are creating that utility for the NFT. But imagine that also that now you have the different utilities. Now you have the utility where you are getting 30% from our game, from Landlord Go, and the future titles. And we can barely say that we're having about 5 or 6 different games. And we are just closed the Monopoly Go, Monopoly IP with Hasbro for the 2023. However, imagine that often the question comes about legality. Do we have a legal rights to own the landmarks? And the question is yes. This is an upgradable environment where we go to DAO and we decide to, for example, for Eiffel Tower, we fly to France and we talk to the French government and say, we want to have a legal rights for the NFT, for the Eiffel Tower. So we can use not only in our games, but also in all the different metaverses. And that's how connecting the metaverse projects is to reality. So now you can use the same NFTs in Sandbox, in Decentraland, Second Life, of course, in our games, anything else that is coming up. And as an owner, you're still earning the royalties based on that. But moving forward, if the building is popular, if you are very excited about owning the NFTs, you can even go to vote and say, let's not earn passive income for the time being. Let's reinvest in the NFT and build, for example, ultra realistic model of for example, Eiffel Tower, right? Then, because the production cost is around 100,000 US dollars for a building that you can use in a Spider-Man movie. That kind of tower, imagine you are in the movie and it explodes and everything. The cost is quite high. I imagine that we have those buildings ready and rentable. But you as an NFT owner, you get the passive income from all the rentals, all the royalties. So as we go, as we build the utility for those NFTs, more and more sources of income are coming out, not from the Web3 users, because that's not just inflation, you know, and that's about to crash, but from the outside sources, from the Web2 audience. And lastly, I want to mention about, because we are the game developers, we've been doing this for 8 years. We have a very successful team. We have people from Google, from Huawei. I used to be head of Samsung Galaxy store for games before, back in Korea and China. And I noticed that a lot of GameFi recently, lots of projects were focused on play to earn. And everybody knows how that ended up. There's no sustainability up there. And I want to mention that it's not just about play to earn. It has to have the utility. It has to have sustainability. So if you're a game developer, you're creating a new project, new NFT, you have to focus on play for fun first. Then the earn will come. So, because if you're focusing on play to earn only, you're getting the wrong audience. You're getting the audience from the users that often are unable to afford those NFTs. And it's very, very short term. What we are trying to build with the reality metaverse is something long term, something that once you hold that Eiffel Tower in the example earlier, you're not only owning this for the time being, but it's earning you the passive incomes over time from games, from our games. We share the profits from real projects, AAA games, different metaverses, movies, Hollywood studios, and so on and so forth. And that tokens don't grow on the trees. They don't. So you have to come up with the utilities to bring that revenue to the ecosystem. That's what we are doing here at the Reality Metaverse. Thank you very much.